Okay. So yeah, I was looking at a perk, which is the next one I should take. It's called Rat Pack. I was looking if it affected stacks of shit. Turns out it does. Because it turns out that the ammo is what's really weighing me down. It's the ammo. Not anything else. So if somehow I manage to get my ammo down, turns out I need a barter of 70 to get it. So that will be an next perk. With that perk, I should be more than able to move around freely and hoard more shit to carry back. Okay, to Helios 1. The Repcon headquarters actually. Let's talk to you.
What's up?
One and fives. That's one then. Right. 146 in water. Seven of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. Should leave me in good shape. Yes. Okay. Our trip to Camp McCarran. And yes, I'm going to wrap up a few quests before I do her quest line. Veronica's, I mean. Once I have to do that, then I can do that quest that it's about getting back Cassidy or recruiting her or whatever you want to call it. So I need to find Major Elizabeth Kieran. That's what I'm looking for. Major Elizabeth Kieran. Maybe she's pooping. Captain Curtis.
What is it? Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis.
What do you do here?
Officially, I'm in charge of Bravo Company. But since General Oliver has Bravo and most of our forces here garrisoned, I'm free to do other things. So I work with Colonel Shu on logistics, patrols, supply lines, reinforcements, that sort of thing. Lately, it's been less about that, and more about figuring out how that information is getting leaked to raiders. It's a big base with a lot of unhappy soldiers. They get stir-crazy. Hard to separate the malcontents from the actual culprit.
Okay.
Later.
General Shu. Ooh.
What is it?
The Lear Station, Camp Forlorn Hope, for Polatli Joseph, Major or highest ranking officer. Major, this is to inform you that the small sniper nest that has been successfully set near the Cottonwood Cove as requested. The nest should have a bedding and a small amount of supplies, but no weaponry. The sniper should be forewarned that the position is close to enemy camp, and upon completing his or her objective should get the fuck out of there as soon as possible. Coordinates, good luck and good hunting. Delay on David, Field Preparations Division. Okay. Let's explore the first floor. Before we move on. Kimball.
Something I can do for you?
Ooh, he's a young colonel.
I'm usually good with faces, but I don't think I've seen you here before. What brings you to Camp McCarran?
I'm here to provide support. What challenges does the NCR face here?
Everything was going according to President Campbell's plan at first. We met minor resistance from local troublemakers. But our two main objectives are still contested. Mr. House controls the Strip and he won't so much as meet with our ambassador. And we're holding Hoover Dam. But Caesar's Legion is positioning itself to overrun it. If it falls, so will New Vegas. We'd be forced to withdraw.
You seem calm that things are as bad as they are.
Calm is what you have to be when people look to you. And it's all you can be when things are out of your hands.
How are things going for the Republic?
Could be better, I'll say that much. We set up here with our sights set on annexing New Vegas. That's a lot of resources that could do a lot of good for us. But that hasn't happened. If anything, they annexed us. They rake in the profits from our soldiers, and we're stuck protecting them from the Legion. Not exactly the plan.
Where does that leave you?
Now we're trying to secure the Strip and the dam at the same time, and it's costing us. And in the meantime, General Oliver won't approve any offensive maneuvers, because he doesn't want to risk losing our positions. So we're in a holding pattern here. And Caesar's on the other side of the river, planning.
What's this camp role in the operations?
It's our main base. We took it because it lets us keep an eye on the Strip, and it had already been fortified before the Great War. From here, we handle most of the logistics for our operations in Nevada. Troop allocation, supply distribution, intel. Usually General Oliver runs the show here, but he's on his way to the dam now, so I've taken on a lot of his duties here.
Are things mostly clear between here and the camp?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, the word from the ranger stations has been especially concerning lately. Sounds like they've run into overwhelming resistance, and supplies just aren't reaching them. It's been so bad, I asked Sergeant Reyes at Camp Forlorn Hope to look into it, and see how it is that things could be so fouled up there.
Okay, let's see. I'm up for hire if you need extra manpower.
There are a lot of things I can't spare troops for right now. If you can help us, we can definitely pay you for your work. You don't cook by any chance, do you? Farber's doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in line for the latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3. We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word.
Any other problems?
Yeah. On top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out.
I bet I could make the Legion prisoner talk.
I have Lieutenant Boyd on that already, and she's excellent, but I think she's hit a wall. Talk to her if you like. See if she has any use for you. Her office is right above mine, but I think she might be interrogating right now. So she'd be upstairs on the other side of the building.
I could look into who's leaking the intelligence.
Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements, and it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in.
Okay.
Bye.
Let's read that thing. The NCR has captured a centurion of Caesar's Legion alive, and they want him. They have in custody. If he's not talking, talk to Lieutenant Boyd to have access. He doesn't have much, does he? Lieutenant
Something I can do for you?
Morning.
Angela Williams. Ooh.
Hey.
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
Yes, that's right.
Wonderful. Straight to it then. Have you signed the release forms? No? Doesn't matter. We'll keep that to ourselves. Vault 22. Where to begin?
I'm listening.
Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water, and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible?
I would say so.
A realist. We have that in common. A year ago, I'd have said the same. But what if I was to tell you that the wasteland can yield an endless bounty, and that the secret may lie a mere few miles from where we stand? We need only reach out and take it, and for that, I need you.
That sounds a little too hard to believe.
Skepticism can be forgiven, but I think you'll come around if the reports I've heard are true. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
I'll do it.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
Anything else I should know? But let's see what I have to in that quest. Enter Vault 22 and research and download the research radon. Anything else I should know?
I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy. You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course.
More questions.
Oh? What might those be?
Tell me more about the OSI.
The Office of Science and Industry. It's a rather expansive topic. I could talk for hours, but I'm sure I'd bore you. Suffice to say, we are the leading edge of the NCR. Our work focuses on practical matters: medicine, engineering, biology. The dam, for instance. OSI routes its energy supply to our cities in the West. That's only one responsibility of this office.
You said you were the director?
Director of the entire OSI? Me? If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to plant seditious ideas in my head. No. I direct our eastern operations. I've been responsible for squeezing unprecedented levels of power from the dam. I'm also confronting the problem of food production in what little spare time I have. But I've found some promising leads.
Okay. I'm going to end it for the moment here. I'll be back later. Goodbye.
Yes, goodbye.